I want to share a story about a topic. I was talking to one of my friends recently. Let's call her Alex. Now, Alex has been really worried about AI taking over her job. Now, Alex works in marketing, and lately she's seeing a lot of AI tools being utilized to take over a lot of her tasks. For example, generating content or crunching data or even suggesting campaign ideas. So naturally, this got her wondering, am I on the path to being replaced by AI? But I've decided to do some digging into this and looking at some of the expert studies from the likes of McKinsey and Brookings to Forbes and Reuters. I realized the truth isn't as dramatic as robot uprising. Instead, it's about transformation. The future isn't about AI replacing us completely. It's actually about us complementing AI to become more effective in our roles. A recent research by the World Economic Forum indicates that when it comes to AI, jobs generally fall into three different categories. First category are the roles that are most vulnerable to automation. Think tasks like data entry, basic translations, or routine coding. They might see a big chunk of their day-to-day being automated. Second category are the roles where AI will assist but can't really fully replace. These are your hybrid roles. IT support, operations, or design, for example. And the last category, the human-centric roles, the roles that AI cannot simply replace yet. For example, teaching, mentoring, therapy. Whilst AI is great, it's just not there yet when it comes to genuine human connection. Data from the Future of Jobs 2025 research suggests that there will be a lot more hybrid roles, which means a part of your job will be guided by AI. That's actually pretty exciting if you ask me, because that means that we can hand off the boring and the mundane tasks to AI, so we get to focus on the more creative, strategic, and empathetic tasks. So here's my take on this. You need to start asking yourself, how can my role complement AI? Specifically, if your job falls into one of those vulnerable categories, you need to start thinking about upskilling right now. This will help you learn how to embed AI into your current role or mold yourself into a role which is more of a hybrid model where you're actually taking advantage of AI. If not that, it will enable you to do a career track change so you can stay more relevant in the new world of AI. Now, to emphasize again why I think evolving and upskilling is so important, let me illustrate with an event in the history. Think about what happened in the automation industry. Before the 1960s, the entire cars were being built by humans, manual labor. Now that started changing when robots started helping out slowly in the factories, and in the 1970s they became even more capable. As a result, we saw a massive decline in the manual labors required in the manufacturing process of cars. And of course, naturally, a lot of roles completely disappeared. And guess which roles remained relevant? It's those who upskilled themselves to complement the robot technology. We're talking about the robot and automation engineers, the maintenance crews, and of course the strategists and the designers. I hope it's clear now why upskilling is so important in the new age of AI. In fact, I'll be very surprised and maybe a little bit worried if upskilling of the workforce in AI isn't on the boardroom agenda for most of the businesses in 2025. Well, AI will surely automate a portion of your task. Simultaneously, it's going to open up a lot of opportunity for more advanced roles. Forbes even points out that integration of AI into everyday work isn't about replacement, it's about enhancement. And let's be real, if we are not preparing for these changes, we risk falling behind. Upskilling in AI isn't just a buzzword anymore, it's becoming a survival strategy. As we speak, leaders across the industry are already discussing about investing in AI training programs for their workforce. So what can you do today to help you stay relevant? Start with leveraging AI tools. Use them to automate the repetitive parts of your job. That way you free up time to focus on the strategic and creative aspects where you really shine. Start learning new skills. If you haven't learned a new skill in a while, it is now time to dust off the books and learn some new skills. May it be AI literacy or use cases or even a bit of prompt engineering. Now, prompt engineering is the most basic but the most essential skill that everyone who is using AI needs to have. And the good news is you don't have to go too far to learn how to get better at it. Just check out my previous video on prompt engineering. It'll be somewhere up here. Number 3, evaluate your role. Take a hard look at your daily tasks. Identify which parts could be automated and which require that uniquely human touch. If you find you're mostly doing repetitive work, consider shifting towards a more hybrid role that leverages your creativity and problem solving. Number 4, stay adaptable. The workforce is evolving fast. Make a habit of reading up on AI trends, joining webinars, or subscribing to my channel, and connecting with communities where you can share insights and learn together. To wrap things up, AI is here to stay, and its presence in every role is a fact of life now. The future of work isn't about fighting against AI, it's about collaborating and complementing it. Identify how your role can complement AI, start upskilling to meet those demands, and if you're in one of those roles that might become obsolete, start planning a transition now. But it's not all doom and gloom. Uncle Ben once said, with great power comes great responsibility, and I say, with great AI comes great opportunity. Yes, folks, you heard that here first. Somebody put that on the record. So the sooner you adapt, the better positioned you'll be to take advantage of the opportunities coming your way. If you enjoyed and found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe for more insights into AI. And drop a comment to let me know how you are planning to upskill for the future of work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.